Josiah Moore was a respected businessman who ran a successful farm equipment store. He lived with his wife, Sarah, and their 4 children. The family was well-known, active in church, and considered ordinary in the best possible way. On Sunday, June 9, 1912, the Moore family attended a children's program at their local Presbyterian church. 2 sisters, Lena and Ina Stillinger, friends of the Moore daughters, were invited to stay the night. After the event, the group walked home together, laughing and unaware that it would be their final evening. By around 9:30 p.m., the household had gone to sleep. Sometime after midnight, a killer entered the Moore home. Using an axe, later identified as one belonging to Josiah Moore, the attacker moved methodically from room to room. Each victim was struck in their sleep, primarily with the blunt side of the axe. There were no signs of a struggle, no evidence of screams that alerted neighbors. Josiah and Sarah Moore were killed first, followed by the children upstairs, and finally the 2 visiting girls sleeping in a downstairs bedroom. After the murders, the killer did something strange. Mirrors were covered with clothing. Curtains and windows were draped. A slab of bacon was placed beside the axe, and a bowl of bloody water was found in the kitchen. Before leaving, the killer washed up and quietly disappeared into the night. The next morning, a neighbor noticed something strange. The Moore house was unusually silent. No movement, no response at the door. When they entered the home, the bodies were discovered in their beds covered with sheets. Blood stained the walls and ceilings. The house was eerily silent, as if frozen in the moment the killer had left. Authorities quickly realized the brutality of the crime had captured national attention. Detectives came from across the country. Newspapers published lurid headlines. Villisca, once unknown, became infamous. Almost immediately, mistakes were made. Curious townspeople were allowed to walk through the house. Evidence was touched, moved, contaminated. The crime scene, by modern standards, was destroyed. Several men were accused over the years. A traveling minister with a troubled past, a local businessman who had conflicts with Josiah Moore, a transient worker who reportedly confessed. One suspect, Reverend George Kelly, was arrested and even confessed during interrogation. But the confession was inconsistent. There was no physical evidence. And under trial, Kelly recanted. He was acquitted. Every suspect slipped away. As years passed, investigators began noticing similarities between the Villisca murders and other axe killings across the Midwest and southern United States. Victims were attacked in their sleep. Mirrors were covered. The blunt edge of an axe was often used. Some believe Villisca was the work of an unidentified serial killer who vanished as suddenly as he appeared. The house that remains. Today, the Moore house still stands in Villisca, preserved much as it was in 1912. It has become one of the most infamous locations in America, drawing visitors, historians, and paranormal investigators. Some say the house feels heavy. Others claim to hear footsteps, voices, or the sounds of children at night. Whether one believes in hauntings or not, the house remains a powerful reminder of unanswered violence. Justice delayed. More than a century has passed since that night in Villisca. The victims have names. The crime has a date. But the killer has only a shadow. Until the truth is known, the Villisca Axe Murders remain not just a tragedy of the past, but a question still waiting for an answer. For more unsolved cases like this, subscribe, turn on the bell, and tell us in the comments which theory you find most convincing.